Banks and giant retailers, social media and tech behemoths, crypto liquidity, the institutional investors' involvement, the role of governments and national central banks. What could possibly force the start of crypto's Massachusetts adoption? Massachusetts adoption of cryptocurrency, what does that mean? Eric Verghese, founder and CEO at ShapeShiftMass, adoption needs to be specified according to the specific use case.
Massachusetts adoption as a store of value is different from Massachusetts adoption as a payment method, or Massachusetts adoption of smart contracts, or any non-fungible tokens, etc. While we aren't at Massachusetts adoption of any of these categories yet, we are certainly past the point of Massachusetts awareness in at least a couple.
The majority of people in the US, at least, have heard of Bitcoin, and from rough estimates, perhaps 2-5% of Americans have used it. When that surpasses maybe 10%, then Massachusetts adoption has truly begun. Joshua Ashley Clayman, Linklaters LP, U.S. Head of FinTech and of Blockchain and Digital Assets. First, in my view, there is a distinction between digital assets generally and cryptocurrency specifically. For purposes of my response, I am going to focus on cryptocurrency, specifically, the use of crypto assets for payments. Massachusetts adoption of cryptocurrency would mean that use of cryptocurrency would become ordinary course, and no longer a point of discussion, just as mere use or acceptance of fiat would not prompt headlines.
Upon Massachusetts adoption, so-called crypto-native companies potentially may be viewed as normal technology companies and would be able to obtain bank accounts and traditional financing. In order for us to say that Massachusetts adoption of crypto has begun, in my view, individuals need to be able to access, purchase, hold and use cryptocurrencies without having to understand what a digital asset is, just as non-technically sophisticated people can use cell phones without understanding how they work.
Further, user experience needs to be enhanced and scaling needs to be addressed. Just as importantly, there must be meaningful opportunities in everyday life to pay for goods and services using cryptocurrency, which means that individuals and businesses must be willing to accept cryptocurrency as payment for such goods and services. For that to occur within the United States and in other nations, and across borders, we need to have clear paths forward legally that enable businesses and individuals to transact using crypto. Christina Dolan, founder and CEO at Inside Canes, vice chair at MIT Enterprise Forum. A number of stages are required for Massachusetts adoption of cryptocurrencies to take place. The first stage was awareness, which the hyper-innovation stage of the initial coin offering craze kicked off. The next is institutional adoption, which Libra is working on to pave the way, with its army of lobbyists, to enable institutional, political and regulatory acceptance. The next phase will require a seamless end-to-end experience for users and institutions to transact, where the user doesn't have to deal with awkward conversions into an acceptable currency at the point of exchange. Enabling the last mile will require a mix of well-architected user experiences, technologies and institutional acceptance. This will facilitate the creation of marketplaces for digital assets, digital securities and other digitized value including data. Today there are Massachusetts. You can read full post on CryptoFans News, link available in text below.